Good morning. Say hi. So, excuse me. Good morning. Oh, it's another wet, humid day out. Just wet, humid. I'm running late this morning, but that's because I have accidentally kind of a light week. Today was supposed to be my long day, and it turns out I'm going to do quite a few texting, email, phone call in between business meetings sessions. So those are easy. People seldom spill their guts in writing or on the phone. So we'll wait till video next week, but at least we'll touch base. They get to vent a little bit. Yeah, you know what is funny is, I felt so overworked and overtaxed for so many weeks in a row that I kind of just put it out there that I don't want to retire. I don't want to ever retire. I love my work, but I do want things to slow down for just a little while, and I'll pick up later. I just need to slow down a little while. And when I put that vibe out there, this kind of thing happens. This week has been so smooth. And every time I say, okay, I'm ready to make all that money, or I have a window to help more people. I have a window to help the right person. I mean, I get calls all the time. I quit having a waiting list. It was just too complicated and people wait too long, and it broke my heart because it happened a couple times where somebody would be on the waiting list and they would not follow through with finding another therapist. So that's why I don't do that anymore. I'm not the only therapist. I'm not that greedy. Where's your toy? Where's your toy? I may need to trim his fingernails because... Is that your toy? Is that your toy? Because he keeps chewing on him. But he's such a good groomer. He's like having a cat. He's just always grooming something. Very sweet. Okay, so I want to do a shout out to Cool Gamer. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. I love that. I love it when people just say hello. I just love that. And recognizing Frankie's cuteness. And Janet likes dogs too. She likes my baby. All of you do, it seems like. And I don't blame you. And I want to give a shout out to Janet I for the topic today. I'm going to talk about how sometimes the most troubled people think they're perfectly normal. We're going to talk about that today. And Diana, thank you for the shout out on the topic of what eyeshadows am I using. So I'm gonna try to talk about that, and I'll let you know in the messages as soon as I can that I'm just doing this video for you. And more importantly, me, because I love venting to y'all. All right. Yeah. One of these days, maybe not. Watch. What's he gonna? Oh, what's he gonna do now? Oh, look at Mom. Did you see that? Look, he's like, I don't need it, Mr. Dignified. I don't need it. He just went. Oh my God. What a joy. What a joy he is. I wish there was a way to let you see me put on this makeup. Okay, so here's the L'Oreal Age Perfect. which I love, which is no longer in here because I used it all. What is in here right now is the Rimmel Stay Beauty, and I cut off the end so I could just hurry up and fill that in. I just like this ease, and this is a nice thick makeup for the camera because I have such pink skin that I like to feel like this gives me a little bit of color. I was using porcelain because in the wintertime I can get so light, but that I'm finding out is a very short amount of time that I'm that pale. So then I switched to, I believe this is an ivory. But this is some nice oh, this is porcelain ivory, not just plain porcelain. Also, that's something new we started doing too, because when I cuddle up with him, I'll go, like that. And so he started doing that recently. It's the cutest thing. Oh, here. Oh, goodness. You're getting lazy this morning. Don't be so lazy. Okay. See how that goes. Also, you're going to have to get that yourself, boy. I'm going to use some of this e.l.f. in, what color is this? Because I like it. It's just beige with cool pink undertones. So I see it. I see it. So he gets down, grabs it, hands it to me to put up there so he doesn't have to carry it. Can you believe that? So I'm just going to put some of this on here. Beige is darker than what I usually wear, but it'll make a nice neck makeup. The thing is too is I look at makeup for me as another moisturizer, something to protect my skin from the elements. Get it, get it, get it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good place for it. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? Excuse me. You know, I like this e.l.f. makeup. It's too bad it's such a small bottle. It doesn't last long. I'm going to try this again. And I got it in the ivory. Just going to dab a little bit there. See, I have sort of this overly puffy down here. If I weren't so chicken, I would get surgery to help with that. But I'm just too chicken. I did the hooded eye years ago because it was always a dream. And I also had my club foot fixed. Now it just looks like a bunion, but hey. I'm not going to give it to him because he's acting a little spoiled, I think. So, hi. What? What? There we go. That's But I don't know. I just don't feel like going through all that trouble anymore. Okay, so I wanted to talk a little bit about how troubled people think they're normal. There's a theory called the Jahari window. I wish I would have taken a minute to look it up before I got on camera, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna let you know that what little I know, excuse me, is on track. I've forgotten more than what I remember sometimes. So anyway, it's about how the window is like 4 window panes, right? In a window pane. And there we go. That was for Fallout on my, this is just Cody, a mixture of Cody, transparent, and CoverGirl 120, which is sort of a beige color as well. That way it's not too light, not too dark. Trying not to get it on my under eye, like, oh, it did. Dang it. Yeah. I should have been more careful. Oh, did you find it? Good boy. Oh, good. Stuffing's coming out. Oh, what's that? What's that? Jump. Good boy. Yeah, I love picking up stuffing. The makeup brushes I use. Chrissy told me that these are on sale now. It's a whole bunch of them on Amazon for $5.99. So grab you some of these. These are Bestope. B-E-S-T-O-P-E. Who are you looking at? Always looking out the window. Oh, protect the house from those birdies and butterflies. Good boy. Yep, Bestope. Best Ope. B-E-S-T-O-P-E. These are good brushes. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and open this one. I like to use brushes until they need to be washed, and then I'll go wash them and use the backup brush while those are drying. Okay, so the Jahari window. This is pretty interesting stuff because when I was entering my recovery and I started getting a good look at my behavior, not just other people's behavior, I was stunned and shocked, embarrassed, and a little mortified because I thought people who do drugs and alcohol for escape or gamble, they become traits of narcissism are part of their MO to be able to manipulate and maneuver to be able to get away with what they do. It's not that they are narcissists. I mean, I'm not a narcissist, but some of my behaviors were very manipulative to be able to get my way. I was heartbroken that I could, not show up, move out of town and not say goodbye. I mean, there were some people who really cared about me that I didn't think I was using. I didn't think I was hurting. So that's how it's another layer of addiction that I understand. And it's another layer of addiction that I don't tolerate in other people, because I know when they're in that mode, when someone's drinking, there is no conversation with them. And if somebody has a mental health issue and they're not taking their medication, it's the same issue. They're basically drunk on their own brain chemicals, and they insist on protecting it at any cost. Right? So the Jahari window is, one of the pains is, well, let me start over. So the window panes are the things about me that you and I both agree we both see. The other window is what I don't see, but you see, so you could help me. Then there's a part of the window it's what I know, I see about me, but you don't see it. And then there's a window, I believe the last window is the secrets I keep. That's where you and I both are kind of in the dark in that realm. It's like there's not a truth. Anyway, I think that's the last one. Like I said, that last one may be made up. But if you look that up, and if there's a workbook, and you want to have some fun with mental health, fun. I love mental health. Go ahead and take a look at that. And if there's a workbook, go ahead and take a look at that. And really, that's a lot about what journaling is about. So if somebody says something about me, I'll write it down, and then I'll keep track of these little comments or what have you, so that I can pay attention to see if there's a pattern for me. Oh, that lipstick is Believe. I really like their lipstick. I don't care. I really haven't experienced much with their makeup. However, I was gifted recently this Believe blush. I forgot about that. Yeah, it was used a couple times by a friend of mine. It's called Born to Blush. Wink. Born to Blush is the color. And it just was too light for them. So I'm going to use that right now. Let's take a little look. How about that? Wow, that carries some color. I mean, I barely touched it. Holy cow, that's nice. Now, I'm going to, I'm doing this for, Diana. This is a, palette that I got at the, Dollar General store. It's called 001 Nude Edition. And it must be like NYX or LA Nails or something like that. And it has an assortment of frosty and matte. And I like all the matte colors. The frost, So that's why I'll use the lighter colors for my eyeshadow sometimes, but I will do this. This is what you see me doing when I'm down here in my makeup tray, is I'm just filling in some color. I'm using it kind of like a bronzer because there's those shiny colors in there. And then I might put it through this. I got this Ellen Tracy at Ross's years ago, and opened it not too long ago, so I don't even know if it's available. And I just like adding some color. Look at that blush. That blush is so pretty. It's not real shiny on the palette, but it almost looks like there's just a little shine right there. It's just, holy cow. This really carries color. Okay, so back to, I love that. Back to the Jahari window. So it's interesting that if I don't see something about me, but other people see things about me, and I start keeping track of, and this is my Palladio, and it is a brow powder, and they have 3 different colors. This is the lightest one. So you can, I got them off of Amazon. I got one of each because I like browns, period. And I like blacks. So I won't even care what brand they are. As long as it gets me the color I want. And I like affordable makeup. So that's why it's important to keep track of what other people say about us. I thought I was normal, and I wasn't. It took a lot for me to understand that. So when we meet someone else who thinks they're normal, you know, so this is the other pain where the outside can see in, but you can't see, right? So I'm telling you from both sides of the story is that think about some of the things you've heard about yourself. That's how hard it is for other people to see their thing too. And how stubborn the brain can be about the new information. The brain does not want to hear about change because it has worked hard to be able to make your life easier by making assumptions and then just going on automatic pilot. And then there's things that we learn just through life. Like those aha moments. Yeah. Now, I don't work with clients that are so troubled that they don't see what they're going, that they have a problem anymore. I used to work with people who didn't know, especially in the outpatient treatment programs, inpatient treatment programs, drug court, things like that. They couldn't see it at first. And some of them did recover nicely once they were able to have some classes and some education and support. But I only work with people who know there's a problem, they're just not quite sure what it is, or they may know what it is, but it's hard to grow by yourself without encouragement and more information. So I also don't spend any time with people who aren't willing to communicate well. Not very many that I know of. So, yeah, that Jahari window is pretty cool. I remember being in a class where we all had to do our own Jahari window with a group. We were all, told to count off and separate into groups, and we helped each other with our Jahari window. That was pretty cool. Things that we knew about ourselves that they might not know. Little things. And once in a while, something juicy that we would share. And then other people would give us feedback on what they see that we might not see. Trying not to be too cruel. And sometimes it was encouraging and quite sweet. Oh, that was my Rimmel 026. I don't know if it's on the market anymore. You know how they change up stuff, which I wish they wouldn't, but they do. Mama don't like change. But what are you going to do? So, how did I have that in there? I do not know. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to use is, this is a, I just love this. This is a palette I got off of Temu. It's called Mint. Sweet Mint. Sweet Mint. No frills. And this is the, it's all in Japanese or Chinese. I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know how to read that. But the title on the front says in English, Sweet Mint. Now, I like it because it's so neutral. And that's where I come in, and this one's almost wore out. I have used this a lot. And then I'll turn it around in my tray maybe. So I'm not careful. I just go in and put it on the fattest part of mine. And then I'll go in with the darkest color. I'm not very picky. As long as it's affordable, and easy to apply, I'm good. I like to put my finger there to, I gotta say I've been very pleased with this foreign makeup. And I know a lot of people are saying, buy American, but I'm gonna tell you what, it's out of my price range. And come to find out, most of this stuff is made abroad anyway. Just because they're selling it here or it's an American doing it, their stuff is made overseas. There's only one person that I know of that is legitimately Makeup America, and that's Jeffree Star. That's right. And that young man has worked his butt off. And talk about a Jahari window. I love how he shares his story. Now, I had to quit following him because the only time I have to, now I'm using my lightest color powder. That's just a CoverGirl Ivory. It's a 120. And I'll put this lightest color right in here, right underneath, and right here. Just to add some dimension, maybe. Now, this is the fanciest I've worn my makeup in a while. I can say this. My other camera works so much better. As far as not shadowing this, I think a lot has to do with the lighting I have in here. Although, lighting tells the truth. Those bags are there. They're just not as accentuated in certain lighting. So in closing, I gotta get in the office. The Jahari window is a great exercise to get to know ourselves and think about having some compassion for others who may not know. That's why it's important, if they are in our lives, to say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean, because they may have absolutely no idea. It's real easy for us to think, Here's what I thought. I used to think, if I can see it, if I know it, other people surely know it, because I had such low self-esteem. I thought everybody was smarter than me. That's the truth. I thought everybody was smarter than me. I thought there was a manual and I didn't get it. Everybody else knew how to live their life but me. It took a lot of work to be able to be this hot mess. So be patient with other people. But in reality, if they truly are not hearing you, like the first time, it's like new information. The second time is a reminder. The third time is a stopgap where you have to ask yourself, am I being a nag? Or are they working on it? And it's just a hard habit to change. And that's how you can tell, is how they react to your say what you mean what you say, and don't say it mean. Your reasonable reminder. If they get offensive and say, quit nagging at me, that's when I don't ask again. From then on, I just say, it really hurts my feelings when you do that. Just letting you know. I'm not having a conversation about it. You don't have to change anything. I'm just letting you know. It really bothers me. And then walk away. Or go on with your conversation. Or what have you. I don't know. I get impatient when it comes to my personal life if I'm being mistreated. But really do give it some consideration. It's very interesting to think about. That's all I got. I gotta run. Let me know what you think of the Jahari window if you look it up. Jahari, Jahari, I think. Anyway, have a lovely day. Bye for now.